Citadelle de More early look. This map comes out on December the 5th. 5 days, almost 4 days from recording this video. Insane stuff. Next couple days, we're going to get big reveals for the map. We got the intro cutscene. We got the first reveal in the blog post, the logo, but we're going to get an actual full gameplay trailer of this map, which we normally do for every new zombies map, especially from Treyarch, which we'll cover on the channel, so stay tuned for that. And we'll be playing it as well on the channel, which I cannot wait for. It looks to be really, really cool. Now, I'm going to go through some other stuff in this video, but I want to dedicate most of this video to this interesting video from Mr. Raffle Waffles. Of course, it says nonsense, Citadelle de More Easter egg guide. So, of course, it's a joke, but it actually could give us some pretty cool info and an early look as to what this map is going to be like, the map layout, the different points of interest, and much more. So what we're seeing here is the actual IRL location of Citadelle de More, which is so fire. This is the castle that we will be playing in. Of course, you saw from a bunch of the teaser images, that intro cutscene, we will have a certain part. I don't know what he's showing up on screen. My bad, guys. He's making a funny video. I'll give him that. But we saw in that, first cutscene that there is going to be some type of outer area outside of the castle, and that is presumed to be the starting room. So what we're seeing right here, could literally be the starting room, and we walk straight into the center gate of the castle, which I find actually really, really cool. That's a really cool, starting area for a new map. Horizon Rock, we kind of started outside the castle, but up on the hill already. If you guys remember Horizon Rock from BO3, you had the whole town below, which was eventually I think BO3 or BO4 DLC map, right? And then Horizon Rock was up on the hill, but, for that map, we started up on the hill practically. This one seems more likely we're just outside, on the hill as well, but outside the castle, which is still really cool. He's going through some, lore, I guess IRL lore. I'm such a gamer. On the actual real-life location, but this is very cool. I mean, this area off the bat, this kind of does look like the Horizon Rock starting room a little bit. Maybe this is just what all castles look like. I don't know for sure, right? I think I've been to 1 or 2 castles in Europe last year, but yeah, I mean, I assume a lot of these kind of look very similar, but it seems to be very narrow. A map like this with very narrow pathways around this, like, inner town inside the castle, that could be interesting. I feel like Treyarch would want to expand it. A lot of the Cold War zombie maps and, even Terminus and Liberty Falls have not really the smallest close quarters areas like we saw, again, to reference the BO2 maps we talked about in my previous video, like Die Rise, for example. For the most part, an extremely close quarters map. In most areas, I mean, it's very difficult to actually have a solid training setup on Die Rise, right? So could Citadelle de More be anything like that? Maybe. Most likely not, though, based on the new Cold War and BO6, style, the way to make maps nowadays. So I want to go through some more of this. I'm not going to go through the whole 15-minute video, but there's still some other shots I want to show you guys about Citadelle de More, what the map could look like. But first, a quick shout out to the sponsor of this video. Be sure to check out Dan Mods for the quickest and safest Black Ops 6 services, available on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. They allow you to get into bot lobbies to level up your weapons, boost your stats, and much more. You could get the mastery camos in the game like Dark Matter, Abyss, and Nebula very easy, and much more stuff. So if you guys want to check it out, you could get $100 off with my code MATTERS. They're trusted by thousands of customers, and they have excellent reviews on Trustpilot, so be sure to check out Dan Mods. Links are down below. All right, so moving through, could easily see this being a part, another close quarters alleyway, a little opening here, good little training spot. I can see a perk machine being right there. Definitely interesting setup, man. Interesting setup for sure. He's going in one of these buildings, got a nice view. Okay, very cool. We've got the outskirts here. So this is up on the edge. It's not going to be this open, but I could easily seeing this. I could see this be a part of the map as well. Just definitely not this open, right? There's no way. It'll probably be boarded up a little bit. Really cool idea though with the little user interface, little HUD he put up on screen. It's kind of interesting. Got a little well there. All right, another little town. I think we're getting the gist of this here. Going around. Okay. Outskirts again. So you could get like again, this is not the map itself, but this is the IRL location. You could get a good idea as to what we're going to be playing on, what the actual points of interest are around Citadel Dim Moor, outside the castle, into the castle, some tight, narrow pathways around these buildings inside the castle grounds, right? Some watchtowers as well. But that's generally what we're going to see for this map. I mean, maybe there's going to be another, like, underground dungeon type of section, kind of like what we saw with Terminus, but in a castle setting, right? That could be cool, but other than that, this is what the map's going to look like here. And in terms of the actual visuals, this is pretty much what we're going to see. Unless they make it completely different, this is what we're getting, which does still look pretty cool. So let me know down below your opinions on that. But to break down some other updates here in the zombies community, still haven't beat the Terminus boss on standard mode. This is kind of crazy. Let me know down below. Is this like this common of an issue where the boss fight just crashes multiple times in a row on Terminus? I mean, I haven't seen much of this. I think the overall perception of zombies stability for BO6 is pretty good. It's nothing like BO4, right? Where the game was just crashing, blue screening all the time. Not the case this time around, but I don't know. For one person to have never been able to beat it, I mean, is he on the Xbox 360? I don't think so, right? So, I don't know. Is this a widespread issue? Let me know down below, but that's like a really bad game-breaking issue that they should definitely work on fixing as soon as possible. Some other stuff as well. Treyarch lets you spawn in with whatever gun you want. Unlimited perks, bigger spaces so you don't get stuck. Mantling, okay. The HUD explains everything for you. Score streaks stop you from dying. But also Treyarch, game's too easy. 15 manglers at once. So, yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I do like the BO Cold War, now BO6 gameplay mechanics and what they've done. But I do kind of miss a bit of the more balanced and maybe slightly more difficult approach to previous zombie games where you kind of had less at your disposal, but you didn't have 15 manglers drop in all at once. I think the manglers are, you could deal with the manglers when you're so OP, when you're on a higher round and your weapons are max rarity and you have all of the perks and score streaks, and you could really do, I mean, that's why people are getting to round 999, right, on Liberty Falls, because you have so much at your disposal, and there's, of course, the score streak glitch, whatever. Not really a glitch, but, boss zombies just drop a lot of score streaks, whatever. Regardless, I guess you could combat 15 manglers. It's just more of an annoying thing rather than making it more difficult. But it is, maybe because I've been playing zombies for a while, I do sometimes miss having less at my disposal, having it be more difficult, but I'm not, like back in Origins, BO2, you were never dealing with 15 panzers at the same time. You were dealing with a couple panzers, but since you didn't have all OP stuff, it was kind of a bit more scary and a bit more difficult. So let me know down below your opinions on that. Where are you in this debate? I think the new system is perfectly fine. It's cool. It's different. But you're going to have to deal with the 15 mangler issue because they don't want it to be way too easy. You don't want 2 manglers on round 50 plus, right? You want a lot. You want to make it difficult for the player, but you don't want to make it annoying. So where's that balance? Let me know your opinions down below. But that's it for this video. Subscribe for more. Get ready for Citadel Dim Moor coming out very soon. I'll see you guys in the next one.